If your spouse needs nursing home care in Texas in 2026, don't listen to the neighbor or friend who says you have to spend all your money down at $2,000. That $2,000 is for unmarried nursing home Medicaid applicants. It is not for married couples. For married couples, you have an entirely different limit to work against, and that can go up to $162,660. But how that plays out depends on your specific assets. So the numbers for a married couple in 2026 in Texas are: the spouse at home gets to keep a minimum of $32,532. If you have less than that, you'll get to keep it all. If you have more than that, you get to keep half, subject to the $32,532 minimum. But if you have more than that, you also have a ceiling that you can run up against, which is $162,660. So if you have more than $400,000, your ceiling is going to be that $162,000 figure. It's not going to be $200,000, even though that's half. So this is where most families make the mistake. They look at their savings, see they're over the limit, and start writing checks to spend down. For married couples, this is a big mistake with the cases that we see. In married couple cases, one of the things we do a lot of times is we take the assets that are going to be spent down otherwise without the proper plan and put those into a spousal annuity. That annuity is going to pay back money to the spouse, so it gets to stay within the married couple's control and access. Because the excess assets are converted into income with a Medicaid annuity, they don't get counted against that asset limit. Now, there is some interplay with the income, the annuity payments, and what happens with the copay and the spousal allowance and all those kinds of things, but that's way too much for right here. But the key takeaway is that for married couples, if you're over the limit, you can take that excess money and you can protect it. There are options, and what you need to know is that the minimum for 2026 is $32,532. If you're under that, you get to keep it all. If you're over that, you get to keep half, subject to that minimum, but not more than $162,660. So, for example, if you have $100,000 in counted assets, you get to keep 50,000. If you have $200,000 in assets, you get to keep 100,000, and you'd have 100,000 at risk, and that's where the Medicaid annuity comes into play. So that's how asset limit works for married couples in Texas in 2026.